Tonight, we are continuing our coverage of the state's guardianship system and why reform advocates say right now it is putting the area's most vulnerable at risk. Court-appointed guardians get full control of a person's life and finances. 10 Tampa Bay's Aaron Parsegian joins us with a look at what is being done right now to try and prevent exploitation as a result.
Why do you think there is so much corruption within this system?
Well, I think the system itself is based on exploitation.
Sue Melendi fought a lengthy legal battle after her father, Thomas Foster Sr., was placed in an emergency guardianship, effectively stripped of his rights.
It's almost like swimming in quicksand that you can't get out. And it affected my father and myself and my family.
From an unsupervised accounting of his Pinellas County condo to attorneys arguing against their best interests, she says the whole process lacks oversight, and she's lucky they could afford to win the fight.
I honestly believe that as disturbing as this entire thing was, that there had to be a purpose that would come from it.
Melendi is one of a number of reform advocates sharing their real-life stories to try and change how the current system works. A statewide task force headed by Pinellas County Clerk Ken Burke recommended 10 changes based on their report, one of which to establish a statewide guardianship database will launch in a couple months.
There are plenty of very good ethical guardians out there. The problem is there is not tremendous oversight. The temptation for wrongdoing is just too strong.
And now there's a bipartisan push in the legislature to continue building off those recommendations.
I feel like there needs to be some guardrails up to protect people, especially people in their most vulnerable point in their life.
State Representative Rita Harris co-sponsored a proposal this year that would change the process in which guardianships are established, require guardians to be appointed on a rotating basis every few years, and also secure family visitation rights.
It is something that could happen to any of us, and therefore I think there should be bipartisan support for reforming the system and getting it into a place where people are protected.